Recently, after I beat Katherine Classic, I finally gave myself that treat when you finish a piece of media and you've been holding off watching any YouTube videos or looking at any discussions about it online because, obviously you don't want to get spoiled and you want to keep the experience pure. But before I checked the interwebs, the whole time I was playing the game, I was completely infatuated with Katherine, and I fucking hated Vincent. This guy is cheating on his absolutely dazzling long-term girlfriend with this random ass seductive girly girl. This girl's like some Passport Bros trad wife fantasy. And you're telling me when I checked the internet after beating this game, there was discourse over the two? Like it was a conversation? I thought we were all on the same boat here, dude. I won't stand for this. But before that, just to clarify for the rest of the video, because Atlus foolishly didn't keep amateur YouTube video essayists in mind when they were making both love interests have the same name, I'm gonna call them by their first initial. This is K, this is C. Out of the gate, the game tells us that she's a bit stern and dominant, being disappointed about Vincent's money situation. And when Vincent asks if she's ever been killed in her dreams, she says that she usually does the killing in her dreams. The game reinforces their long-term relationship by showing that Katherine knows how Vincent likes his coffee, like a fucking pussy, and starts talking about her parents and career. The game has made it obvious that she is an average, well-adjusted 32-year-old adult. And Vincent? He's a childish fucking loser. He woke up late after pissing the bed to go on this date, needed his girlfriend to put in his 2 sugars for him, and shut down the conversation of the future, preferring his already easy life. And listen, if I'm being honest here, I'm just hating on Vincent because I think it's psychological that you hate people who have what you want but can't have. This introduction cafe scene, in very few minutes, perfectly sets up not only the themes of the whole rest of the game, but Kay's character. Even if your takeaway is that she's a blood-sucking hag, you now know Kay as well as Vincent does. But if you think that Kay is too cold, which I will say in the beginning of the game, it does Kay no favors at all. She's very rightfully in a pissy mood at Vincent. He's legit cheating behind her back and generally immature. The reason why you may like C more than K, because K seems so motherly-ish towards Vincent, isn't because this game's message is secretly about like Sigmund Freud's Oedipus mother love complex theory, but because Vincent is just very childish and immature in nature, in contrast to K. I mean, the hard-ass puzzle game sequences of this game show the fears of different mature decisions he has to make as an adult. And he just wants to fuck this girl 10 years younger than him, so fuck you, Vincent. But to give some credit, while I was playing the game, I even wrote a note saying that so far, she's just a bit rude, and the game has shown no good memories of what she is like normally without the world's worst boyfriend. But after beating the game, I found out that the full body remaster re-release that came out 8 years later with new cutscenes and a whole new Katherine, which I'll play full body one day. I don't own a PS5, 4, or Switch. Oh, I do. Basically, the version I did not play tries to fix this exact issue by sprinkling past context of how they started dating. But to go off on a little tangent for a bit, all these new full body cutscenes that I had to watch on YouTube just does Kay's character a complete disservice due to almost all the new cutscenes, including some type of sexual reference or fan service. And listen, I'm only trying to stay as formal as I possibly can for the front face of this video. Yes, I love to see Kay epically sexy naked, but in Katherine Classic, she's pretty much not sexualized at all. Because C is the embodiment of sexualized women. I mean, spoilers, she's a succubus, bro. This was done purposefully to show their contrast and Kay's more formal nature, but these new K sex scenes are completely uncharacteristic. Like, I can't imagine playing full body going from the original stern and serious K to getting these new cutscenes and seeing her just be a basic femme fatale that blurs the differences between the two Catherines. I promise you, in all these new cutscenes of Kay, if you just drew C over her in every frame, you would not be able to tell that they were meant to be for Kay. Like, it makes me so mad. We get this ass shot and she gets like sexually harassed by this jock, and the rest are just her and Vincent having like the most romantical sex ever. Which, like, if that's the case, then she's just C. She's just, her personality in these cutscenes was just, they took C's fucking brain and put in hers. Fuck you, Atlus. Also, it makes it seem like happy moments only equal sex. Which, no, dude, sex is so gay, dude. Straight sex is so gay and lame. I do think the game doesn't show enough happy moments between Kay and Vincent, and Full Body's attempt to fix this just falls flat and makes things worse. But I do think that the Kay true ending and just personal interpretation of things does not make this a substantial wound to the Kay love community. So we still stand strong. Let's go back to the other Katherine, C. Ignoring the fact that she quite literally is a succubus made to seduce and ruin Vincent's life, C's sole purpose is to be Vincent's ideal woman. And that's why she's the worst. She's quite literally a Barbie doll crafted to stroke Vincent and his ego. See what I did there? In contrast to Kay, her introduction is trying to reinforce Vincent's easy, childish lifestyle that he wants. Which, yeah, I completely get it, but that's like that's how you get depressed. This guy's smoking cigs, going to the bar every day, and fucking girls 10 years younger than him. So it's not, let's be serious, dude. This isn't a long-term type of lifestyle we can all keep. But C is not her own woman with her own dreams and aspirations like Kay is. She exists to please Vincent. And guys, come on. Us men here, that sounds great. A kawaii anime girl just for me alone to rub my fucking sausage fingers all over. But I don't need grounds to tell you that that's fucked up, bro. You gotta chill out. And a completely toxic, unequal relationship. For being the representation of freedom in this game, C is not free herself. She's dependent on Vincent. She does not exist without him. If C dumps you at the end of the game, what do you think she does? Go back to hell or something? If Kay breaks up with you, you know that she's going to continue and prosper, because it is reasonable to say that during the events of the game, Vincent is holding her back as a person, and she needs to be free from him and come to Lord Dylan. The idea of Vincent holding her back is exactly shown in the new full body alternate ending, which again, I think in this ending they kind of just make her more like C, and it works. But you know, the point, it's the same point, just Atlus fucking fucked up. Fuck you, Atlus. Instead of making Katherine succeed in her own right and what makes her her own person, all the full body cutscenes just make Kay C, and that's like the best positive that could ever happen to Kay. When it's not, you're missing the whole point that they're supposed to be contrasts to each other. Fuck you, Atlus. So all in all, I'm not saying that if you say C is better, you have an immature mindset and want a toxic relationship where you control your docile porcelain girl doll. But I would bet that statistically, those who do say C is better would have a higher chance of testing positive to that theory than K, because us K lover community, we're kind of the good guys. You may assume that I think Kay and Vincent are completely incompatible. While it's true her destined lover in life is me, Lord Dylan, I do think that Kay and Vincent are still compatible. Only because, even without remembering much of the contents, that Kay true ending I got, where they get married, I just remember how good of a high I got from seeing that. So, I do believe this is a beautiful romance if you got that ending. But any other ending, I don't care if you went to hell and... See, the hell ending legit shows you your fucking docile porcelain girl doll. Boom, another point for the K-Love Club. I think the craziest part about the writing of this whole game is that while playing it, you would never expect in a million years that Vincent would convincingly redeem himself to Kay and the viewer. Like, I was fully convinced. I still don't know how this guy cheated on this goddess for a whole week, and I was able to forgive him by the end. Don't tell them, but Atlus might be good writers. Alright, now that we're done doing a proper analysis on the two Katherines, let me lead you to my most concrete evidence of why K is definitively better than C. K is so hot.
Holy fucking shit. Fuck.
Let me locale out for a second. We're all on the same basis, so I'm glad to know that. Don't pretend like you're not in the comments, because we are. We all think she's so hot. C's whole character purpose and design is meant to be very seductive and attractive with her scantily clad lingerie. And trust me, I'm not immune to her succubus powers. But from the first time I saw Kay's outfit on Makoto while playing Persona 5, I was completely entranced. Her outfit is supposed to be way more conservative and represent her stern, mature office lady attitude, but less skin is always more bewitching.
God, I love working here.
The most revealing aspect of her outfit is her topless glasses. But the pinnacle of this whole design is her long, beautiful, luscious hair. C is just not hotter. You don't have an intellectual mind like us modern day philosophers if you think that. Wait, hold up. This medic kill's really good. Oh my god, I'm so good. If you think a girl's cute, then you're worse than Epstein. If you think a girl's pretty, you're up there with the brains of Da Vinci, Aristotle, and Lord _ Dylan. So sorry, Capuchin Zero from a GameFAQs forum 14 years ago. If this final point isn't enough to convince you that K is objectively better, then there's no saving you anymore. We gotta like feed you to that one asshole monster.
Damn right there's something you can help me with. Holy fucking shit. Fuck. My God, I love working here. Fuck.